What's up, all you beautiful people? Welcome back to SkywayTj, and today I'm finally going to be talking about my Platinum Trophy collection on PSN. I finally hit 100 Platinums. I had a goal set out for myself last year that I wanted to hit 100 Platinums overall, and now I'm at 101, just got one recently. So yeah, we're going to hop into my entire collection here and what really got me started in all this, and it's going to be fun. Let's see what kind of platinums I got. All right, so right off the bat, the first platinum I ever got was Until Dawn. This game is it's a game from Supermassive Games where the decisions you make in the game alter the outcome of the game you're playing. Everybody who has a PlayStation probably has heard of Until Dawn, but Until Dawn is one of my favorite games I've ever played, and then I decided, you know what, I'll get the platinum. I got this on January 16th, 2017. At fucking 2 in the morning, apparently. Yeah, I love Until Dawn. I'm so glad it's become one of my trophies, and I'm glad it was my first one because I think it's a solid one to have as your first. After that, I believe the second one I got was, yes, The Stories, The Path of Destinies. This was a free game that PSN gave to everybody. It's a game. It's like a top-down game where you play as a fox. So you're basically playing through different stories in the game. There's very simple combat. It wasn't a hard platinum. This is when I kind of got the itch back then is when I had the itch for this stuff, but I didn't like fully commit to it until like years later. After that, my third platinum was Life is Strange. This is a game where you're playing as Max. She's a girl who watches her best friend die, and after she discovers she has time warping powers and she can rewind time. There's a whole sinister plot with the school happening, some fucking crazy shit's happening, and you have to just delve into that. Life is Strange is a great game. It spawned a whole series of these. I love Life is Strange so much. After that, it was a hot while before I got another platinum. Yeah, the next one I got was Life is Strange Before the Storm. This is a prequel to Life is Strange. It shows what happens with Chloe before the events of Life is Strange. It's a fun game. It's not as good as the first one. Not even close, to be quite honest. After that, I got Life is Strange 2. Again, I love this franchise, and they're not that hard to platinum, so I got that one too. Very happy with that. Then I got Donut County. Donut County is an easy, very easy game where you play as a hole in the ground and you just suck up objects, and the more objects you suck up, you get bigger and bigger until you're like sucking up everything. It's a very easy, chill game. Really loved it. I love indie games like that, so that was very fun. And then after that, I got Life is Strange True Colors. Yeah, True Colors is, again, another Life is Strange game. This one you play as a girl in a remote town, and she can feel emotions. All the games have a character who can, like, have some superpower. Yeah, very fun time. That was the last one I got on PS4. After that, I did move on to my PS5, and that's when my trophy hunting really picked up. So during COVID, I got my PlayStation 5, and then I started watching a bunch of videos of people platinuming games, and that kind of reinvigorated my want to platinum more things. So once I got my PS5, I platinumed the game that came with it, which was Astro's Playroom. Astro is one of the greatest series of games. They're just very easy platforms, and they're like love letters to PlayStation. So I really enjoyed playing Astro's Playroom. It was amazing. Right after that, I played South Park: Stick of Truth. This platinum's easy. You just play the game for the most part and do random things, but you got to make sure you got to follow a guide because there are missables all over the place, which missable trophies are the worst. But I got it done. After that, I got Concrete Genie. This is a game where you play as an artist, and you're going around collecting pages. You're like bringing these beautiful brush strokes to life. It's fun. It's a good indie game. I love indie games. And then I got South Park: The Fractured But Whole. Again, the South Park games are very good little games. I love them a lot. They're actually very well made, and it's kind of crazy for South Park. But yeah, Fractured But Whole is very good. Probably better than Stick of Truth, to be honest. And then this is when I really started falling into the platinum once. I got My Name is Mayo and My Name is Mayo 2. These are very easy shovelware games where the basic point of them is just to get a platinum. For these games, you just click a mayonnaise jar and eventually a platinum will pop. They're very cheap and not great to have on your account, but like back then I didn't know that, so I have those. Then I have The Wolf Among Us. This game is from Telltale. It's a one of those things where the actions you make alter the outcome of the story, but also, you know, Telltale is, they're very easy platinums. You just play the game, pretty much. Wolf Among Us is fantastic. I cannot wait for the sequel to finally come out. I don't want to talk about Pantsu Hunter back to the 90s. If you know, you know. We'll just move past that. And then I got SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, probably the longest-winded platinum I have on here. Again, this is a game that came out when I was a kid. I used to play SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom all the time on my GameCube, and then it finally got remastered for PS5, so I was like, fuck it, I'll get it again. I love it. And then I got Coffee Talk. Coffee Talk is a very chill game where you work in a coffee shop, you serve these different mythological creatures. It's fun. It's just chill. It has a story to it. It's just a cool vibe. I really fuck with it. Then quickly, I got Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. These are basically the same game to an extent. Spider-Man is one of the greatest games to ever come out on PlayStation. You play Spider-Man. It has such a fantastic story, great combat. The platinum is so easy. The only real hard part is like completing all the districts, but again, even that, you're just playing a Spider-Man having fun, so there's no real issue. Miles Morales is pretty much that. It's just a shorter story. It focuses on Miles and his arc. It's short. The only tedious part about Miles Morales' Platinum is you have to play it again on New Game Plus, but it's like a 6-hour game, so it's not that big of a deal. Next up, I got Burly Men at Sea. This is an indie game where you basically just choose different paths for these burly men to go through, and then it just keeps looping until you get all the endings. It's super easy. It was a fun little indie game. I love indie games. After that, I got Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. This game got a lot of shit when it came out because it came out after the Marvel's Avengers game, and people didn't like that one so much that they thought this one was also going to suck. This game is fantastic. It has a great story. It's super fun. The combat's really easy and chill, and the platinum isn't that bad either. It's a really fun game. I think more people should play it, to be honest. Then I got Bug Snacks. This is basically a Pokemon game where you go around and collect different animals that are like in the shape of bugs and everything. So, or they're in the shape of like food. So you got like burgers that are walking around like a centipede and shit. It's cool. It's fun. It's chill. They gave it to us for free, so I did, of course, get the platinum. It was very fun. I really like Bug Snacks. I hope it gets a sequel. Then I got Stray. This is a game where you play as a cat that falls into an underground city with all these robots and everything. It's so fun. Great indie game. The only problem with this game is to get the platinum, you have to play it. There's one trophy where you have to get it done in under 2 hours. So if you want to, you can't do that all. You can't do that unless you played it before and you know how to do everything. So the fact that you have to play it twice is kind of annoying. But it's the fun cat game I love. That's the only real problem if you're platinum hunting. So no biggie. Then I got the Jumping Taco Turbo. Again, this is an embarrassing platinum I got when I was just collecting platinums because I wanted the shiny ding noise. Jumping Taco, it's a horrible game. You just click a taco and you get a platinum. It's not worth talking about. Then I got Oxenfree. Oxenfree is another indie game. There's these kids on an island who are going through they're in some sort of mysterious time loop or something's fucking with them. It's really fun, really eerie. I really like the art style of it. Fantastic game. I haven't played the sequel yet, and I really, really want to. Next up, I got Kaiju, which is a kaiju dating sim. I thought the premise of this was fucking hilarious. Really cute, easy indie game. I have no complaints. I don't really remember it that much, to be honest, but I did like it when I played it, so that's fun. And then I got the Destroy All Humans remaster. Destroy All Humans was up there with one of my favorite games that I played as a kid, and they remastered it for PlayStation. I said, okay, yeah, I'm getting that. It's really easy, really fun, chill platinum. The only real problem is some of the optional objectives are too hard. There's some challenges in there that I didn't really like, but overall, it's Destroy All Humans, so no complaints. After Destroy All Humans, I got Toem. This is a free game they gave us on PS Plus. Really enjoyed the art style of this game. I don't even know how to describe it really. It's this really cool like 2D animation almost. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very fun, chill indie game, and I love indie games so much. Definitely highly recommend Toem. Then this one I'm super proud of. I got Knockout City. This game no longer exists. You can't get this platinum anymore. They took the service completely off the game. You can't buy it anymore. It was a free little, or it wasn't free. It was a dodgeball game where you just play dodgeball against other people. It was so fun, and I'm so upset it's gone. It was an amazing game in my opinion. I love Knockout City, and I'm super sad that it's gone. Then I got the platinum for Overwatch. This is Overwatch 1, technically, even though this is Overwatch 2 here. When they rebranded everything, the 2 went on there. But this is Overwatch. I remember I got this on the last day. The servers were up. Everyone was trophy hunting during the time, achievement hunting. So, got this one. Very proud to have it. I love Overwatch. I did anyway. I don't really like the direction they're going now, but it's good to have Overwatch's platinum in here. After that, I got Back to the Future, the game. This is another one of those Telltale games where you play a story where Marty goes back in time and, you know, fuck shit up. And yeah, I love Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite movies ever. The game, pleasantly fun, good time, easy platinum, loved that. Next, I got Untitled Goose Game. This is a game, it's an indie game where you play as a goose causing havoc in this British city. It's fun, it's actually really well made for an indie game. So yeah, I really like the Untitled Goose Game. Next we come up to my great shame. I have the platinum for Soccer Succubus. I don't want to hear anything. I was going through some shit, and I genuinely really like these stupid visual novels. I don't want to hear it. Save your judgments. I don't want to hear it. Next up, I got one that I am especially proud of, is Marvel's Avengers. Again, this game is unable to purchase on the PlayStation Store. You can still buy a physical copy and get this platinum, but this game, its platinum is a fucking grind. You have to do so much to get this damn platinum, and I really wanted it because I love Marvel and I love the characters. I didn't love the game that much, but I did think it was mindless fun to do with friends. It was a bit too repetitive, but I'm glad to have it on my profile. I remember I freaked the hell out when I got this platinum. It was an amazing time. After that, I did get Hogwarts Legacy. Despite hating J.K. Rowling so much, I do love the Harry Potter franchise, so I had to play Hogwarts Legacy. The only problem with this platinum is you have to play the prologue, which is 2 hours long 4 times to get all the different things with each house. That was kind of annoying, but I had to grind through it because I really wanted this platinum, and I'm glad I got it. And then, as you can see, we have Soccer Succubus 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I got these all in one day. I was going through something. Just don't worry about it. All right, just move on. Next up, I have The Artful Escape. This is an indie game where you play as a musician who goes on this psychological, pretty much shroom trip through space and everything to find his own path. And it's so colorful and beautiful to look at. Like, I fell in love with this indie game. It's an amazing game. Definitely worth checking out. Then I got the platinum in The Last of Us Part 1. The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, and I remember the platinum for the original PS3 game is way too fucking hard and has way too many multiplayer trophies. Then they remastered for PS4, and it's still hard because the multiplayer trophies are still in there and you have to play in crowded mode. But they made it super easy to get for Last of Us Part 1. You pretty much just have to play the game and do collectibles, but it has chapters like everything. They made it extremely easy for Part 1, so I decided to finally go get it. I love The Last of Us. It is hands down my favorite story and game of all time. I love it so much, so I had to get the platinum. After that, I got Storm Boy, which is a platinum that is extremely easy to get. Almost every trophy hunter I know who trophy hunts goes for Storm Boy because it's one of the easy little games. You can get it in maybe 2 hours. It's super easy to get. It's just the story about a kid who loses his bird. It's apparently based on a book over in Britain or something. I don't know. It's one of the easiest platinums you can get. I just had to get it. Then I got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Again, this is Star Wars series of games on PlayStation and everything. Fallen Order is fantastic. I loved it. I haven't played Survivor yet, but I hope that's good too. I love Jedi Fallen Order, and I had to get platinum. It's so good. Then I have Lady in a Leotard with a Gun. I saw this on somebody. I watch a lot of people platinum games, and somebody platinumed this game or suggested it for like a 10-minute platinum. It's as ridiculous as it sounds. You go around as a lady in a leotard and you shoot things with a gun. It's poorly made. It's supposed to be poorly made. It looks like shit. But I had fun. It was a good meme. You know what I mean? So I got it. Don't worry about it. Then I got Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly. Again, a sequel to Coffee Talk. I really love this franchise. I hope we get a third one. I just love the chill vibes, and I do like the characterization of these characters, and it's fun. I really like Coffee Talk. Then I got Mortal Kombat 11. I love the Mortal Kombat franchise, even though I'm horrible at the games. So before Mortal Kombat 1 came out, I wanted to get 11. And I I grinded it, I struggled with it, and I eventually got it. It took a lot of fucking grinding, but I did get it. Some of that shit's hard, so I am glad to have it. Then I got Deliver Us the Moon, another one of those. It's like it might be a AA game, not an indie game, but regardless, you're someone who goes up to the moon to discover what's going on up there, and you discover what happened to these people on the base and humanity and all that. And it's sad, it has a depressing ending, but it was really good. I haven't played Deliver Us Mars yet, but I really want to. Then I got Katamari Damacy Reroll. This is a remaster of Katamari Damacy, which came out years ago. It's a pretty simple concept. You're a little dude who's the prince of the cosmos, and you're rolling shit up. You roll things up until your ball gets bigger and bigger and bigger. You just keep rolling shit up. Loved it so much. Oh, the platinum though is so fucking annoying because there are specific levels where you have to get a bear that'll run away as soon as it sees you, and then you have to do a cow, but you can only pick up one fucking cow on the whole thing. So if you pick up any other cow, then the level just ends, and you have to get the ball super big. Oh, it's very annoying and very grindy, but I was so happy to get this because, ooh, I love Katamari so much, but this platinum drove me insane. Ooh. And then, my 50th platinum, I remember this one, is Hades. Hades is a fantastic game. I didn't really have any experience in the roguelike thing, but my friend Phil told me to play Hades, and I did, and holy fuck is Hades good. It's one of the best games I've ever played. It's in my top 10 games of all time. I love Hades. I had to get the platinum for it. I'm so glad I did it. It was hard. I'm not going to lie. It was hard to do. But I'm so glad I got it. I love Hades. I can't wait for Hades 2. I can't fucking wait. After Hades, I had to complete my shameful trifecta of My Name is Mayo games, and I got the third one in the trilogy. I hope there's no more My Name is Mayos, because at this point I feel like I'm just obligated to get them. But yeah, I got My Name is Mayo 3. Let's move on. After that, I got What Remains of Edith Finch. This game got a platinum when they released it on PS5 as a re-release. This game is depressing as fuck. It's short and sweet, and it gets the job done, and it's sad. It is a depressing game that tells you the history of this whole Finch family and how they all kind of, you know, opted out. It's a very depressing story. I highly suggest you play it. Then I got the platinum for Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is my favorite anime of all time, and when I noticed there was a game, I had to get the platinum. I love Fairy Tail. There's a sequel to this out right now that I really want to play. But I love Fairy Tail. Had to get its platinum. It's a great, well, it's an okay game. It's nothing spectacular. It's a lot of the same shit and grinding, and it's a turn-based combat game type shit. But like, it's fun. If you love Fairy Tail, then you probably like it, you know. Then I got Simulacra. This is a game where it's from the perspective that you have somebody's phone. You have to like figure out what happened to this girl and how she got taken by a simulacra and all this shit. And you have to, the decisions you make, outcome, the end of the game. It's a horror game. It's scary, but I did get it. I got it when I had the flu, so I was going through it was weird. It was a whole thing. Then I got Marvel Spider-Man 2. Loved the first game. Loved Miles Morales. Spider-Man 2 is an incredible game. I mean, you fight Venom. It's not, I don't think it's as good as the first one, obviously, because the first one is such a fantastic thing. How could it be? And this game, it doesn't have any DLC. They're not giving it any DLC. So, to me, the first one's better, but I still really like Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm not going to turn on it like everybody else has. It's a great game, and yeah, I can't wait to see what Insomniac does next. That Wolverine game is going to be fucking peak. After that, I got Goodbye Volcano High. I saw this on a showcase like forever ago, and I was like, that looks fun. It's an indie game about dinosaurs who are in high school, and you know, the apocalypse, the meteors are going to happen. You develop your relationships and, you know, different choices, different outcomes. Really like those type of games. This game drove me insane though because there were some glitches that were preventing me from getting some collectibles, so I had to play through this game 12 or 15 goddamn times to get everything, and it pissed me off. And there's no way to track what it was a whole fucking thing. I hope they patch it for future people because that was annoying as hell. Then in here we have Overwatch 2. This is actually Overwatch 2. Full disclosure, one day I signed on and all of my trophies from Overwatch 1 popped again. So it just gave me the platinum again. I think they finally like synced up the accounts or some shit. But yeah, it gave me another one. It's just Overwatch again, so whatever. Then I got Rocket League. I remember I played Rocket League a lot back when, you know, I used to just play whatever, and I noticed the platinum was apparently very easy, so I just went and got it real quick. I do like Rocket League. Sometimes it gets a little sweaty and I'm not very good, but had to get its platinum. Then I got one of my favorite games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I love making decks and deck builders. So I really wanted to get this game. I did enjoy playing it, so I decided to go for its platinum. And mwah, fantastic game. Some of the challenges were hard, but then I just busted out an Exodia deck and cheated. Kinda. But I got it done. And then I got The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Fuck anybody who shits on The Last of Us Part 2. Just, you're wrong. It's one of the best games ever made. It deserves all the praise it's gotten. It has a beautiful story between Abby and Ellie and how they're parallel characters, and it's a fucking great game. So when they remastered it, I had to get its platinum. I had to. After that, I got the platinum for Horizon Zero Dawn. Again, I really like the PlayStation exclusive library, and I played Horizon Zero Dawn already, and I was pretty close to the platinum, so I just went back and got it. Fantastic game. Haven't played Forbidden West yet. It's definitely on my list to get through this year. Yeah, fantastic game. It's obviously one of the best games on PlayStation. Everyone knows Horizon's great. Had to get its platinum. Then I went and got Road 96. This is an indie game about kids who are fleeing a dictator-like country, and they're trying to get to Canada, and you have to take them through a story to get to the border. Different choices, different outcomes. Love those type of games. Unpacking is a chill game where you just unpack boxes and put them in parts of a bedroom as this girl's moving from place to place throughout her life. It's kind of heartwarming in a way. It's very chill, very cozy, very relaxing. Just turn your brain off, unpack some boxes, and put them where it looks nice. Love that. Helldivers 2 was the game of last year. It came out and took the world by storm. You're a bunch of you're super Earth freedom fighters going to alien planets and killing things for democracy. It's super fun, obviously. I haven't played a lot since I got the platinum, I won't lie, but I do remember enjoying the fuck out of myself. Me and my friends loved Helldivers 2. The platinum wasn't too terrible to get, so you should definitely try to get it. Then I got one for 12 minutes. This is an indie game where you're in a time loop for 12 minutes and you have to discover why your wife kind of is getting hurt and everything. It's a great game. Willem Dafoe's in it. Highly recommend. Then I got Power Wash Simulator. This game fucked me for a little bit because the last trophy was bugged, and I had to wait like a month for a patch to go through to get Power Wash Simulator, but regardless, I got it. Basically, you just clean things with a power washer. It's super fun. One of those chill games where you're like super relaxed, you just clean dirt off. It does get tedious if you're going for the platinum because then you're just doing it forever and then it gets annoying. But if you're just looking for a cozy game, Power Wash Simulator. Then we have Soccer and Succubus 7. Leave me alone. Don't want to hear it. Final Fantasy. I know there's like 17 of these goddamn things, but I wanted to see what started them all, and they had the first game on here as a remaster. I do like that first game. I like that turn-based combat. It was easy. I do want to play the rest of these, but I understand they get harder and more annoying. But I did really like that first game. Then we got Medieval, which, again, this is one of those games I played as a kid on my PlayStation 1 or 2, I don't even remember, where you play as Sir Daniel Fortescue, who's an undead skeleton, and he has to save his town, and it's an amazing game. The remaster's really good. Fantastic platinum. Very fun time. And then I got Detroit Become Human. I played this back in the pandemic, and I decided to pick it up again when I wanted to start doing platinums, and glad I did, because God, do I love Quantic Dream games so much. Detroit Become Human is an amazing game. Just had to go back and do a few decisions, and I got the platinum. Next, I got the platinum for Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I'm not going to tell you anything about this game. If you want to know what goes on in Doki Doki Literature Club, just go play it. It's not what you think it is. It's something, and it scared the fuck out of me at one point, and you'll see why if you decide to play it. That shit fucked me up. Then I got Viewfinder, which is an indie game where you look through viewfinders and you're in like the simulation. You have to use the viewfinder to like take pictures, and it like alters the environment and shit. It's fun. Very, very cool. Loved Viewfinder. After that, I got A Short Hike, another indie game where you're a little bird who has to get to the top of a mountain and do all these little activities. Easy platinum. You just kind of go through and do everything. It was super fun. I love indie games. Then I got Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator was fine. It was a fun, stupid little trollolol, mechanics don't matter, haha game, until you got to the one trophy that was the only thing that gave me trouble in this damn game, which is called like Flappy Goat, where you had to fucking flap a goat through pipes like Flappy Bird back in the day when this game came out. Except the mechanics for Flappy Goat are horrible, and you hit the pipe and the hitbox is like gigantic, and it's almost impossible to get to 10. But I did it. I did it. Then I got Gris. Gris is another indie game where it's pretty much a metaphor for loss and depression and shit, and you're going through and doing that as a girl. Super fun, great indie game. Then I got my friend Peppa Pig. That's right, the greatest game ever made. I got it right here, my friend Peppa Pig. Yeah. Then I got The Gardens Between, another indie game where you play as two kids. One of them's moving away, so they're going through this like story where they're trying to deal with that while going through the childhood memories. There's a mechanic where you can only move forward or backwards as the level goes. It's very cool. It's a very fun. I love indie games. I'll never stop talking about how much I love indie games. Then I got Exo Primal. This is a game that came out last year or the year before where you're people in mech suits and you're fighting dinosaurs and a giant evil AI named Leviathan. I'm gonna be upfront. The story is told in such a shitty way in Exo Primal that it's hard to understand and barely matters. You're pretty much just there to fight dinosaurs in mech suits. And that's what I did. The hardest trophy in this damn game is to kill 100,000 dinosaurs. It takes so fucking long to get. But I did get it because I had a feeling this game is eventually going to go offline because nobody really plays it anymore. So we'll see. Then I got Ratchet & Clank when they remastered, or this is like it's either a remaster of the first game or it's like a tie-in to the movie that came out or whatever. But anyway, I got Ratchet & Clank. What can you say about Ratchet & Clank that anybody hasn't already? It's fantastic. We love Ratchet & Clank. And then Rift Apart I got right after that, and Rift Apart is one of the best games on the PS5 right now. Super fun, great combat, not a hard platinum at all. Super easy, so good. Then I got Disney, Pixar, Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue. I played this game on my PS1 back in the day, and they brought it back to life on PS5 through an emulator or whatever. I had to get this platinum. I was so thrilled to get this. I used to love this game growing up, and I finally got the plat. It's not hard at all. So glad I got it. My proudest trophy, my proudest platinum is Grand Theft Auto 5. I've been playing GTA 5 since it dropped on PS3, and all these years later, I decided to finally go for the platinum. It's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of finding everything on the damn map, and it's a lot of fun. But also, it's a lot. Like, if I hadn't already gotten to the level, all the stuff went online, because I used to play GTA Online almost every day, just constantly GTA Online. If I hadn't got to that level, the grind would have taken even longer, but I had most of the online done, just wanted to play through the story again. So yeah, I got GTA Online, or I got GTA 5, and that feels really good. Then I got Aerial Knights Never Yield Trophies. This is like a side scroller where you're a guy running and you jump over things through directional pads. Super easy, besides one level that gave me trouble, but it's an easy enough game. Super fun. Then I got Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight and Overwatch are the two multiplayer games I played the most. So yeah, I decided I was just going to finally try and go get Dead by Daylight. I had all the Survivor Platinum trophies, or all the Survivor trophies. All I had to do was play Killer a lot, which I don't like doing. But yeah, I'm super glad I got Dead by Daylight's Platinum. It's a hard Platinum, and it's a grindy one. So I'm glad I got it. Then I got Virginia, which is a criminal procedure type investigation game. It's kind of fucked, but it's a fun little indie game. Loved it. Then I got Bunny Raiders. This is a free game that PETA put out. I didn't even know PETA made it until I was like halfway through playing it. It's really bad and really shitty, but it was free, so that's why it's here. I then got Borderlands, the first one. Me and my friends, we watched the Borderlands movie, decided it was shit, and then me and my friend Sam have never played through Borderlands, so our friends Logan and Phil took us through this journey of Borderlands, and the story isn't that great, it isn't told very well, but I did enjoy the world and all the guns. So eventually we're going to go through the whole series. I don't know when, but we will. Then I got Maneater, very fun platinum. You just play as a shark going around eating people, eating other animals, just eating shit. It's so fun, so relaxing, it's just fun. And that's what I really liked about it. Very easy platinum as well. I then got Lost Worlds Beyond the Page. This is an indie game about a girl she's going through her grief of losing her grandma by writing a fantasy story. It's heartbreaking, it's sad, and it's an easy platinum. And then I got Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. This is pretty much Harry Potter's Rocket League, where you go around scoring shit. I just struggled for a little bit getting a beater trophy, but other than that, pretty straightforward. Not that hard. All right, we're in our final 10 that I got. Yeah. So I got God of War from 2018. I didn't have much experience with the God of War franchise. I knew that it was starting to get real big the past couple years, and holy fuck is this game amazing. I loved it so much. I can't wait to play Ragnarok. The only part, the platinum is grindy. It's a lot of collectible hunting, which is bullshit. But other than that, oh, and the Valkyrie, I forgot about the Valkyrie. The Valkyrie Queen, the last one you have to fight is so hard. I don't really play like Dark Souls, but from what my friends have told me, that's pretty much like a standard Dark Souls boss, or like a lower level one at least. She was fucking hard, bro. Like that tested me. Then I got Cat Quest, which is just a fun little game where you're a cat taking down an evil emperor thing, and there's little cat puns throughout the whole time. I love Cat Quest. I'm playing 2 and 3, hands down. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is an indie game where you guessed it, you're a little turnip and you commit tax evasion, and you just go around ripping up forms and oppressing the government, and that's what indie games are all about, baby. Then I got Life is Strange Double Exposure. Again, I love the Life is Strange series. This one we saw the return of Max from Life is Strange 1, where she goes through a new story and everything. I liked it a lot. I don't think it's as good as the first Life is Strange or True Colors, but I do think it's a fun game, and it was nice to see Max again. I then got Squirrel with a Gun. This is an indie game where you're a squirrel and you get a gun, and you get different guns and you just shoot special agents and shit. It's in that realm of Goat Simulator where it's ridiculous and fun. I really like Squirrel with a Gun. Ink Explosion was next. This is a bullet hell game where you just shoot things and you die in a couple hits. It pissed me the fuck off, to be quite honest. It's made poorly, but I got the platinum. Thank fucking God. Then I got Astrobot, one of my favorite games last year, maybe one of my favorite games of all time. Platforming done right, it just won Game of the Year. Like, it's an amazing game. Yeah, it's celebrating PlayStation history, and I love that so much. It's just fun. There's no other words to describe it. It's just super fun, and that's just why I loved it so much. Then I got Spyro the Dragon. I've always loved Spyro, but I've never played through one of his games fully, so I decided to play Spyro the Dragon, and it's pretty spectacular. I'm getting 2 and 3 this year, hands down. Super fun. Then I got Break the Blocks. Again, this is a game that I got for free that you just shoot blocks with a ball. I got it real quick and real easy. I'm not too proud of it, but it's a game, you know. My 100th platinum was Sonic Origins. This is pretty much a remaster of all the original Sonic games: Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And it was incredible. I got this because I was on a Sonic kick after watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And yeah, this is my 100th platinum. I'm very happy with Sonic being number 100. I do love Sonic, so that was cool. And then as a bonus treat, my 101st, there we go, platinum is Marvel Rivals. Just got this the other day. Felt super good, kind of challenging, but I love getting multiplayer platinums because multiplayer games don't stay up forever. So I'm glad I got this. Thank God. But yeah, that's my entire 100 plus trophy collection on PSN. I love platinum hunting. Watching people make platinum videos on YouTube is super fun, and that's what really got me into doing this, and I really enjoy playing games to completion now. So anytime I get a game, I do go for the platinum. So yeah, I just think that's a fun way to play games. I know not everybody agrees, but those are my 100 platinums, and yeah, I'm gonna get more and more and more. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe more. I make videos every single week. I'm doing all kinds of new shit this year, trying new stuff. So if you see this, thank you, I appreciate you. There's probably gonna be a meme version of this same video sometime this week. So if you're watching this one, thank you very much. If not, check out that other one, whatever. I'll be back all the time with videos, shorts, all types of content. I'll be around. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.